Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Sims 3 Generations where, well, today we've got a lot going on, but for now it's a quiet afternoon waiting for the rest of the family to come home from work and school. Eros, Griffin and Indiana are having a bit of a generational battle here playing, I think it's dominoes? Yeah, it looks like it, but I find it quite funny that I've got 3 generations of people, of boys here, having a battle. A battle of the wits. I mean, Eros is quite intelligent. Indiana's, he's got some experience in him, and I think I think Griffin's only claim to fame is that he's a dad. Griffin, you don't have much to you, to be honest. I say that. He got that scar for a reason. He fought a ghost. I keep forgetting that about him. He's the Halloween special, I think, of like 2 years ago. Him and his brother. It was a whole thing. But yeah, he fought a ghost and got a scar from it, which pretty impressive considering ghosts are, like see through and walk through a bull. Anyway, I should give him more credit. He's got more to him than just being a dad to this magical little child. Anyway, we're gonna wait for the family to leave school because I had to roll back the clock a little bit here because of behind the scenes things that made me have to quit the game without saving, so I've had to catch up on everything. Hopefully everything is still the same. We do still have the family photo, or both photos that we took in the last episode. We've got this one with its terrible quality, even though there was a level 10 skill that took it. Don't get me started. I don't like them at all. But anyway, yes, some behind the scenes mess meant that I had to replay the day, so we're a little bit behind on what was going on before. But we're pretty much at the same point here. And the first thing on our list is taking Fawn out on a date. I don't think we're going to call her up and say, hey, do you want to go on a date? Maybe we just invite her out to the library, which is what we said we'd do. Do some homework together, have a chat, see how she's doing without Denny around because he's off at the same school that we're about to send Eros to. I think I briefly mentioned it in the last episode, but Fawn and Denny are actually properly broken up. They tried to make long distance work and honestly it just didn't go well. They after the talk on their camping trip, they tried, they really wanted to make it work. I think they really are, I don't know, maybe not in love, they're young teens, but they have something for each other and they really wanted to make it work, but it just didn't. So they're broken up and Fawn is actually single now, which has gotten Ryan's mind racing. I mean, he's had this wish to kiss her for a very long time. Maybe today's the date. Maybe. It's not a date, so we can't even begin to cross those bounds. And Ryan knows Denny has a lot of feelings for Fawn. It's not like he's blind or anything. He knows exactly what those two feel for each other. So he's just holding back. But if the opportunity arises, no teenage boy would, well, no love-struck young child would oppose that opportunity. But right now they're doing their homework. Oh, well, Fawn's the only one doing the homework because I talked for so long. Ryan's already finished his and she's now finished hers. So I guess we've got to find something else to do at the library other than stare at each other. Oh my gosh. Wait. Did he just reach level 10 of the... No, okay. That was just a very triumphant... No! Level 5 is the max of the daycare. I thought it was level 10. That was triumphant music for a reason. Hang on a second. Congratulations, Griffin's been conferred the new title of Daycare Specialist by the Town Council in recognition of his valuable contributions to the workforce. Are you prepared to give up some of your daily life pleasures? Being a caregiver of this caliber might forfeit schedule flexibility, but the end result is certainly rewarding. You will now take care of 6 kids, work weekends, and take care of after-school kids and the occasional problem children. You have finally hit the big time. You have reached the top tier of daycare abilities. You've learned the joys of children and Admonish a child social interactions. As icing on the cake, you have been rewarded your very own daycare van. Your reward can be found in Griffin's Aries inventory. Griffin now makes 500 simoleons per week and works from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. That is quite the work day. And oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever reached level 5 of the daycare career. I mean, I can't have because I thought it was level 10. I thought it's a 10 level promotion, and oh my gosh, and we're not doing that good with our kids. We haven't gotten great in quite a while, but 6 children working weekends? Oh my gosh, this is going to be a nightmare. With classical music playing, the fire, and the kind of quietness there is to this library, everything is kind of setting the mood for, well, the romance. And I think Ryan's feeling a bit scared, although the theatre right next door is definitely calming his nerves. The theatre's the other direction. I looked out the wrong window. But you know what I mean. You can definitely hear the theatre making a bunch of noise and the streets outside in general, but I guess we should pull out a book and start reading? We're just sitting next to each other by the fire. Curfew's in an hour. Ooh, risking curfew. That's romantic. But I really don't think anything's going to go on here. Although, we could possibly pose the question to Faith, do you want to come on holiday with us? And as they both realise that curfew is quickly falling upon us, they rush to say goodbye, head home, but not before Ryan considers her attractiveness. What will it be? 10 out of 10. Oh no, my worst fears. You know, sometimes Love Inspector can be wrong. Ryan finds Fawn blindingly stunning. And hot. Okay, well, you know, there it is. That's our problem. What do we do with the love triangle? Well, we'll find out later, because we've got other things to do first. Jasmine, being the superstar that she is in her old age, actually has a bit of a nighttime life of her own. She's actually come to the local lounge to order Vera's glass of sass for a drink promotion. I wonder if the rest of the family knows about her nightlife. And to end off the night, Indiana's telling a bedtime story to his youngest grandchild. I hope it's one about a young boy going off to a magical school. Maybe it will help Eros in his own adventures in a magical school. It's early Wednesday morning, and instead from getting ready and getting on the school bus, the twins have been playing rock, paper, scissors to decide whose costume is the best. Girls, you've missed the buzz. It doesn't matter who wins, you've both missed the buzz, and you need to get to school right now, because I don't need you failing, especially Hope. Like, you're doing so well, girl. Please do not let this make you get a lower grade. Although, Grace, you're kind of a lost cause. Although she slacks off like every time, so I don't know why I'm not surprised. It's just in her personality, okay? She's absent-minded, she's clumsy, she's not focused on school. Whereas, apparently Hope is more focused. I've never changed her from normal effort to anything else, but she's somehow gotten a grade A anyway. Goodbye, everyone. I'm off to Fort Starch Military School. Don't forget to call me while I'm gone. I'm still your kid, even though I'm far away. Oh my gosh. Goodbye, Eros. We're gonna miss you. Say hi to Denny for me. Oh my gosh, that makes me so sad. Okay, well, goodbye. Bye, Eros, and hello, a lot of children that I'm going to have to look after. Ryan, why are you still home? Go to school. I guess he was seeing off his little brother. Oh, I was just building a little driveway here because it's kind of the only place I can put it on this lot, because we've got a daycare van to display. This is what we got for reaching level 5 of the daycare career, and it's a sight. It's kind of ugly, but it's also a little adorable too. Okay. Become friends with Vernon and Cody. Didn't we used to babysit a kid called Vernon? Yeah, sure, why not? I can see Hope being a bit social like that, but yeah, anyway, this is the van we got. So, guess we have this now. I've been really worried about these two because they've gotten a bit distant over the time, but it looks like they're getting there. They're making friends again. I mean, they've autonomously started playing with this baseball, I think it is, which is really good. I want them to have a good friendship before the inevitable happens. Remember in the last episode where I said I could remember Indiana finishing his lifetime wish and that's why World Adventures finished? Yeah, apparently that's a false memory of mine because I checked. He never actually finished his lifetime wish. So it's a bit of a shame, but we can't really do it now. There are so many things we need to do. Apparently there are a bunch more temples, I guess you call them, that aren't completed. I guess that's just his lineage. I mean, this is the Ares legacy that I've just started calling it now, even though we don't follow any legacy rules. So I guess that's just something we'll have to leave for maybe a descendant in the future. There is so much more left to do with World Adventures, and it is my favourite pack, so we will be going back to it. But for now, Indiana's living out his last few days with his family, making grilled salmon for tea. Indiana's prepared this meal so he can talk to his remaining grandkids. Not like the other one's dead, but you know. He wants to talk to them about how their lives are going. Ryan can tell him all about Faith and their dramatic love triangle. Maybe Indiana gives some advice, I don't know. Grace can tell him how she's got to make friends with this Vernon kid. Hope can tell him about her hopes to stay on the honor roll for 3 days. And I think Indiana's going to gather that, you know, he's pretty happy with his place in life. That even though he didn't complete his lifetime wish, his family is big and he's got tons of grandkids. And he gets to spend his last 3 days with them. So it's a nice conversation he can have. He can spend some time with his kids and not be upset that he's not leaving anything behind. Did I say that it was Grace making friends with Vernon? I meant it was Hope. But that doesn't make Indiana's sentiment any less meaningful. It's 10 o'clock at night and the kids are still playing. These two are having a pillow fight in the garden. And Hope had a wish to play in the treehouse with Vernon, so here they are. And one spooky ghost story later, Hope succeeded in making a friend, although he seems to be running away, or going home. I guess it was just too scary for him. Benny seems to have joined us in the ghost story. I think he's out here protecting them from the ghosts. No matter how many times they tried, they were never able to paint over the stain. Sweet dreams, you two! It's Thursday morning and we are leaving for our trip to Isla Paradiso today, but before we leave, there's a few things I want to show you. First is that our half-siblings, Constance and Desmond, have both aged up, which is pretty cool. We haven't seen them in quite a while and we have become less of friends because of it, so we should definitely meet up with them soon. But maybe we'll leave our younger twins at home because, you know, they're still children and I don't think they'll have any fun going to, I don't know, whatever teenagers go and do. So there's that. And then there's, you know, this dog that we have. I don't know if you've noticed, but we do have a dog. He's here. He's named Benny. He's Faith's, but I guess he's now the family dog. And he's been around since, like, pretty much the very start. And I was wondering, you know, do you have much of a social life, dog of ours? So I scrolled along here, and you know what I found? I found a son, another son, a wife, another son. No, daughter, and then I was like, okay, let's see how many doggy friends you have, or doggy family members you have. He has he has 3 generations. This dog is already further through the generations than I am doing a Generations Let's Play. Our dog has more generations than our own family, which is embarrassing considering I've been doing this Let's Play for like a year now. But you know, it gets worse. It gets worse because I think this son right here is mates with Sapphire Clock, which is our human friends' dog. So Benny has made a child with this doggo, and that doggo has gone and made a mate with our friend's dog. It doesn't stop there. Things get weirder. I think this one, Cleo, the daughter, has somehow managed to meet Mango, who was only here for a brief amount of time when these guys visited and is now living with Catherine, but yet somehow managed to meet Mango, and now they've got a child, and yeah, this family is more intertwined with other families than our own is, which is just wild to me. I didn't think that Benny had even ever met another dog, never mind made 3 generations and somehow managed to cross series with Mango there, but it okay. Mind is blown. Anyway, we seem to have finished our breakfast now, so how about you all go pack your bags and we'll leave for Isla Paradiso. And with everybody packed, that's where I'm going to leave today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!